Hey guys, this is Joe Tech from RF Radio Network, where we're connecting people through the power of radio. And today we have the Wouxun KG-Q10H. This, my friends, is an amazing radio. This has a superheterodyne receiver. This will be getting the RF Radio Network Platinum rating because I am extremely impressed with this radio. Being a superheterodyne changes everything about this radio. Let's say hello. This is WQSY810 testing the KG-Q10H radio. This is Paul WRDM 325's radio, and since you're on frequency, I might as well just do a test. I'm currently in the basement. How do you read me?
Read you loud and clear, actually, without ASP even on, so that's pretty impressive.
Wow, I was impressed before when I heard everybody was talking clear as day. I heard 100%, no static, no nothing. This has a superheterodyne receiver on this thing. It is insanely impressive.
Oh, I lied. I had ASP on, I believe. I still don't really know what I'm doing yet with this thing.
Oh, you received your 310. Oh, got it.
I was going to be lazy and just not do anything because the antenna's not here yet, nor is the mounting kit. And then I was like, I don't want to rerun the power until I realized it's the same T-connector thing that I have in here already. So I said, all right. I had to bend my mount a tiny bit to make it work and fit right, but it's in. It looks good.
Very, very nice. All right, so let me continue with this review. It was great hearing you. You sound fine. Radio's sounded 100% perfect. I'm impressed that this thing sounded as good as you say it sounds. I mean, not that I don't doubt it, but I always do all of my reviews when I transmit right from the studio in the basement. And if it can transmit from the basement, it's a damn good radio.
Yeah, it's got like a little bit of hiss now that I turned ASP off, but it's definitely clear as day. No problem understanding it at all. It's a very minor hiss.
All right, copy that. All right, man. This is WQSY810. Portable is clear. You have yourself a great rest of the evening. I got to continue with this review so I can give the radio back because I know Paul is missing it. All right, so let's get this.
14600.
All right, so let's make sure that we're not. We're not blurry here or out of the ordinary. Let's take a look. We'll go to center. We transmit. We have 4.46 watts. All right. Acceptable. Let me go 446. And let's make sure that we're not reflecting. Hey, look at that. Almost 6 watts at 446. That's impressive. That's nice. Let's do 49950. Let's make sure that I'm having these screens available right now is fantastic. It's awesome. It's right there. I'll show you a picture of it. I'm very happy that I did this. This makes life much easier and makes better videos for you. So this is good. So let's transmit at 449.950. We're at 5.58. That's impressive. Okay. So it's not an overly powerful radio, which is perfectly fine. It doesn't have to be crazy powerful. This is an amazing radio. The clarity, the sound of this thing. I want you to hear the volume of the menu.
Menu.
Clean, crisp, audio voice prompts of this radio is,
Menu.
if I changed.
Transmit power. Enter.
So what I was saying is that this thing has two menu systems. The first time you press the menu button, which is the green button right here, what happens is that menu happens to be all the functions and features of that particular channel, VFO mode that you're currently on. And that's how you make changes to the frequency. So for argument's sake, if you're in VFO mode and you're trying to program a frequency, you put all of the information in, the shift, the PL tone, the offset, the shift meaning like plus or minus dupe, the offset frequency, all that stuff gets put here in this section here. You have shift, DC, you do all the modifications at this point, okay? And then after you've done that, you can save the information. Now the second menu is if you press and hold. So what's unique about this particular system is that it's crystal clear female voice prompts. It's insane. So we're going to hit the first one. It tells you exactly what it is.
Active brightness.
Active brightness.
Standby brightness. Enter. Backlight. Backlight. Battery saver. Weather alert.
Weather alert.
Weather notification.
So weather notification. Now you have options for weather, icon only, tone, flash, tone and flash.
Theme.
So you have themes of how you want the radio to look. You have you have white, you have all these options, and yes, there is not a Rubicon, has his own theme. It comes with the radio. Hopefully one day I'll get my own. It'll be RF Radio Network will be there. Wouldn't that be cool if Wouxun can do that for me? I know there's a bunch of themes you can do.
Scan mode.
Scan mode, TOCOSE. I'm not really familiar with what those things do, but all I remember is people telling me, leave it on CO, it works the best.
Scan mode tone detection.
But what's unique about it is that every time you press the button on the particular menu option, it tells you what it is.
Priority scan. Priority channel. Tone save. Roger beep. Timeout timer. Overtime alarm. Vox. Voice. Button beeps. Menu. Mute mode. Mute mode.
Sorry.
Menu. PTT1.
So you have two programmable keys on the side, PTT1 and PTT2. I'm sorry. That is true. And those are on the side here, these two orange buttons. Push to talk 2. You push to talk 1. If you're in single VFO mode, you can tell which one to transmit on based off of whichever is the mode.
Menu.
You have PTT, push to talk 1 and 2. Then you have PF1. You have these two here. These are PF1 and PF2. And then you have long and short presses on those. So let's just show you what...
PF1 short press.
So he has it set for scan, but you have scan, scan CTC, like if you want to scan it for tone, scan for DCS tone, SOS, strobe, and these are the options you can do. So you can do SOS, you can do a strobe, you can do talk around, you can do weather, you can do primary select, and then, or disable, and alarm, I guess. Got a lot of cool features here.
Menu.
So you have long and short presses on both buttons.
Top key short press.
Top key short press. So, come on. How many things do you need? This is crazy. So you have FM radio, location map, monitor, reverse, scan. Well, these are different. Top long.
Top key long press.
Flashlight. So he obviously has the top key, which is push to talk 1, to do something. It may not be set, which is probably what it is. So startup.
Startup.
Logo or voltage.
Top message.
So he has his call sign on there.
Area message. Auto lock. Side tone.
Side tone.
Radio ID. PTT ID.
So push to talk ID.
ID delay.
Ah, there's the
Ring.
ring. What does that mean?
Alert. Timer. Secondary area mute setting.
What?
Secondary area mute setting.
Secondary area mute setting? I don't know idea what the hell that is. What? So you have receive, transmit, receive, and transmit. I'm not sure what that is.
Battery indicator type.
Icon, voltage, percentage. Well, I like percentage.
Enter. Repeater mode.
That's right. This has the ability for crossband repeater in this radio, and I'm not a big fan of that in HTs. I'm not a big fan of that.
Enter. Repeater mode. Enter. Repeater mode.
Direct push. I'm not really sure what that is. At cross, direct push to talk, I guess, or TWR. Not sure.
Enter.
Repeater speaker.
Repeater speaker.
So if you have crossband repeat turned on, if you want to hear the crossband repeat, it'll come out of the speaker or not. You can set it for off.
Repeater PTT. Repeater tone. Time. Time zone. Menu. Menu. Location.
Well, this says GPS too. GPS says send frequency. GPS receive, display map. Wait a minute, display map. Wait a minute.
GPS. Enter.
Okay, now GPS is on. So you can actually see the indicator right there. It's blinking. I'm not sure if you can see that on the screen, but it's right there. So I wonder if we can display the map now.
Location map.
That's sick. Oh my God. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. So now, just so you know, it looks like it has 8 satellites, but none of them are nothing is tracked because it didn't find a location yet. Wow, this could send GPS coordinates to another radio, probably another ocean radio that does KG-Q10H or similar. Wow, that's insane. We'll have to come back to that later after the spectrum analyzer. That's insane. So send frequency.
Send frequency.
Push to talk send every 1 minute. So it'll act like a beacon. GPS receive.
GPS receive.
So you can receive GPS information.
Enter.
This is something else. I'm liking this radio a lot. This is one of the reasons why I'm giving this. The crossband repeat is, you know, it is what it is. But these features here are just blowing me away. Let's see if it found anything yet.
Location map.
No, nothing yet. It's probably going to work better on the outside. I'm indoors. If it gets a GPS signal in the inside, I'll be most impressed. No way in hell is it going to probably work here inside. But I turned it on anyway. But we will probably have to futz around with this later outside. We'll take some video outside. We'll see if it's really brisk cold out here on Long Island. So we're going to give it a shot. And we're going to see what we could actually do here. This is insane.
Location.
So we're going to turn this off for now.
Enter. Send frequency.
So I guess it turns all this stuff off.
GPS received.
Oh, so you can receive GPS, but you don't have to send it.
Enter.
That's interesting. Okay, so let's back up. And then reset. And that's it. Those are the features of the radio. We're gonna, I mean, listen to the menu. The menu is clean, crisp, clear, female prompts, and tells you everything on every single menu option in clean voice prompts. That's just impressive, super impressive. That's why this is getting the RF Radio Network Platinum rating. This is my first radio that is absolutely receiving that rating because of its capabilities. Remember, this is a super heterodyne receive. I'm just trying to take the battery out here. So what size is this battery? It is a 3,000 milliamp battery. I'm not sure if you can see that. I'm trying to make it so it's legible in the monitor. I think it is. 3,000 milliamp. 22.20 watt hours. Lithium ion. That's awesome. And if you, I'm not sure if you can see it because this is in the way. The belt clip is in the way. But let me show you the inside of this. So this radio shows, if you look carefully, right here on the top it says USA only. This is for the United States only radio. And if you look carefully, it says 50 to 54, so it's 6 meters. It does 1.2, 1 1.25 meter, so 222 to 225, 144 to 148, and 420 to 450. So I can almost venture the guess as this does not transmit on a GMRS, which we didn't test, which we're going to do shortly. And by the way, the contacts are on the top of the battery, not on the back side of the battery. Wow, that's unusual. Look at that. The contacts are here. You see that? So when this battery slides in, its connection is here, not on the inside of the battery. Wow. Okay, we have a lot to do here. Let's go to the spectrum analyzer next. So let me explain to you the spectrum analyzer. People are saying, well, Joe, you got it on the wrong scale. It says UHF. Well, we're going from 0 hertz all the way up to 800 megahertz. Now, if we're going to find out what the fundamental frequency is, now it's a big swath of data here. Big swath of data. So if this is 0 hertz way over here, see, start frequency 0 hertz. Stop frequency 800. We need to find out the harmonics. If we only focus on 146, we're not going to see anything after the fact. So technically, I could have it started around 146, but I'm starting, or even 100 megahertz for that matter, versus 0. But if there's anything going the other direction, we can find out. But here we go. Let's see what we do here. Holy crap! Do you see that? Oh my God. This is super clean. I do see some harmonics on the fifth, or the fourth harmonic, rather. There's nothing here. This is a super, extremely clean radio. This transmission right here, let's make sure, let's make sure, instead of doing clear right, let's do max hold, so we can talk about it. So, as you can clearly see, this proves even more that this deserves the RF Radio Network Platinum rating for its quality transmission as well. This is not affecting anything on any frequency that is, I mean, it is doing something way yonder. So let's just take a look at this. What frequency is this? We're going to guess at the approximation of this frequency, 732. So that's the fourth harmonic from the fundamental. So it's around 730 megahertz. I don't think there's anything that we need to worry about. And it's such a low amplitude of negative 44, almost negative 45 dBm of power. It's meaningless. It's nothing. This radio is super clean. Look at that output. This is impressive. This is very, very impressive. This is awesome. I don't know what else to say. This is great. It's a fantastic radio. I will have a link in the description below to purchase this. This is a must-have radio. If you're interested in a quad-band transceiver that is super clean and has a superheterodyne receiver for receiving incredible, so if just to give you a kind of an understanding, let me shut this down here. For receiving a superheterodyne receiver is a selective. It kind of notches the frequency and makes it only hear the frequency that you're supposedly receiving and transmitting on, similar to like a notch filter, but it's hardware based. That's why it's super heterodyne. It's just very, very impressive. And some radios, I'm not sure if this one has it. I thought it did. They have triple conversion. So it has to go through local oscillators, 3 of them. Local oscillator, then another filter, then another local oscillator, another filter. And then it really sharpens and fine-tunes the receive like a Motorola radio does. But this is its own entity, proprietary. Everybody tries to mimic and copy Motorola in their technology, okay? And it's illegal to do so. So they try their best to do it their own way. And the super heterodyne is one way to do it for the receive.
Well, I'm talking about for like the ocean radios.
Those are triple conversion.
Okay.
Some of them, not all of the models, but some of their models are like the top end, like the one you pay more money for.
Right.
Those are triple conversion, super heterodyne traditional circuitry design. And those are really good radios compared to like a Wouxun radio that is a single, like direct conversion, which is a system on a chip, SOC, yeah. So that's the big difference.
So like a BK4819.
Any Wouxun radio,
Yeah,
the traditional UB5R and any other thing.
Now, having triple conversion, does that make the receive better?
It make it better in a way that it's not more sensitive. People get confused with sensitivity.
Right.
And what you want on a receiver is selectivity. Like when you buy a Motorola radio, that's what you pay top dollars for. You pay top dollars to get a radio that is designed with more technology to have the receiver more selective.
This is a fantastic radio. If you're looking for a incredible, strong quality, the Wouxun KG-Q10H is your radio. Hands down. That's it. I will have a link in the description below to purchase this if you're interested in getting it. And mind you, it is expensive, but you get what you pay for. I believe that this is one step from this. And this is Chinese. That's saying a lot. I don't know anything else that comes anywhere near this quality, except for the Ocean Radio. So guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'm Joe Tech from RF Radio Network, where we're always connecting people through the power of radio. Take care, and we'll see you next time.